Nothing but the best of Aussie music, live and local. Now, let's strip it back. Ooh. This is NewFM's Homegrown Unplugged with Rox.
Well, here we are, episode number 60 of Homegrown Unplugged. Now, a funny thing happened. I contacted Mike V and asked him to be on tonight's show. Unfortunately, he's touring in Victoria at the moment, so he gave me his daughter's name, Amy V, and I contacted Amy. Well, Amy's busy as well, but she gave me the number of this wonderful artist, and I'm so glad that she did. Her name is Anna Weatherup. She's in the green room as we speak, and she's fantastic. Had to listen to her music on Spotify. It rocks. So please stay tuned to meet Anna Weatherup right here live in the studio in about 20 minutes or so. This is Rox with Homegrown on Newcastle's best music variety, 105.3 NewFM.
This is NewFM's Homegrown Unplugged with Rox.
Sunday the 20th of October. Great to be back again in the chair. And she's out of the green room now and in the studio. You've just had quite a bit of a drive, haven't you?
Roxy, I've just come back from the Blue Mountains, actually.
Blue Mountains. Welcome to NewFM's Homegrown Unplugged, Anna Weatherup.
Thanks for having me.
Did I say that right?
Weatherup.
Weatherup?
Yep,
yeah,
absolutely.
I've never heard that name before.
I know, it's a bit odd, isn't it? My grandfather was Irish, so I did believe for quite a long time that it was Irish. But when I went to Ireland, I got them to check the records. Yeah. Turns out I don't own any castles in Ireland, and it's English.
Oh, no.
It's actually English.
But I've still never heard it. Weatherup. Well,
Yeah,
no, names come from certain places.
Yeah.
Like, so was he the weatherman?
I don't know.
Great ancestor.
I have no idea. But I've had I think my grandfather was the only Weatherup to come to Australia.
Oh, okay.
And I have had
as
other
a convict.
No, I don't know, actually. I don't think so. He might have been. I'll have to do one of those shows and find out.
Exactly.
I've had Weatherups contact me from all around the world.
There's more than one.
There's a lot in America, a lot of Weatherups. So hello to America. Not that you can really listen to this program, I suppose, but...
Okay, so what is the Anna Weatherup story?
Yeah, so I'm from Townsville originally.
Another Townsville girl.
I'm a Townsvillian. Yeah, so I'm slowly making my way south. I lived in Brisbane for a few years and then met my husband and lived in Sydney. And we've moved up this way to the Hunter Valley to be closer to his children, which was over about 10 years ago. Yeah. But I've just fallen in love with the Hunter Valley.
How couldn't you?
I play regular gigs around the valley, a lot in the wineries. So yeah, I've been doing music all my life. That's all I ever really wanted to do.
Right.
And I play cover gigs, but I also write and record original music.
You fit perfectly in this show, that's for sure.
Well, thank you for having me.
So, work all around the Hunter Valley, Sydney. You tour around. I know she's having a bit of a tour with Amy as
V.
well. Amy V.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, another great artist. We're hoping to get her on the show soon.
Absolutely.
And
Amy's amazing. I love Amy's music. And yeah, we've been doing an East Coast tour for the last 18 months together. Wow. Yeah, we've just come back from Melbourne as well last weekend. It's been a big year, actually.
You're definitely a busy person. Yeah. You cover a lot of ground.
We have, especially since I started touring. I mean, before I met Amy, I had never done a lot of touring. I just stuck to the areas where I lived. I'd do the occasional out-of-towner. But I was really keen. When I was finishing off my recent album, Crossing the Sea, a mentor said to me, well, what are you doing? You're going to tour? And I said, I haven't even thought about it. And he said, find a female artist, go on tour, hit the road. So I knew Amy was the person to do that with straight away. So I contacted Amy and we put together this double headline tour and just started booking dates and playing shows. And we try and actually collaborate with local acts as well in whatever areas we're visiting.
Okay.
So it's not always just the pair of us. We always try and get someone else involved as well.
And these gigs, they're cover gigs as well as original?
No, they're original shows. This is the first time I've ever gone out and actually toured original music and played original shows just on its own.
And the response you're getting from it is pretty good too, from what I've heard.
It's been great. Yeah, we've had some really beautiful times. There have been a few shows that had to be cancelled just due to lack of ticket sales.
Oh.
I think hungover from COVID, it's hard to get people out of time. Or maybe the rising cost of living. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, not only that, a lot of people wait to the very last minute to book a ticket, and then they don't realise by doing that the show gets cancelled.
Yeah, that's what happened on a few occasions.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to re-educate and encourage people just to book your tickets ahead of time. Let the artists know that you're coming.
If anyone sees a show you'd like to go to, don't and ah about it.
That's right.
Buy the tickets.
That's right.
Okay, so we mentioned cover gigs before. The format of this show is that we get you to do a cover. Instead of you having to think of something, we've got the big Wheel of Destiny on the wall right there.
Okay.
It's all been rubbed off and rewritten again, thanks to Luke. Give that a big spin.
Okay.
And see where it lands.
All right.
Okay.
Wheel of Destiny.
dark and smoky.
Right up my alley.
I don't know what he's on about there. What's dark and smoky?
I know the
Can't think
perfect
of it.
song.
Smoky. Really?
Yeah, totally.
What is it?
I love doing covers, and this is one that I do quite a lot. It's a song by Richard Marx.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
It's pretty dark.
Hazard.
It's called Hazard.
That's the one. Well, if that had happened to me, I wouldn't know what to play.
I got plenty
I
of dark
was thinking
ones up my
something
sleeve.
jazzy, but that wouldn't fit. Dark and smoky, Richard Marx with Hazard. Okay, you want to do it?
I'd love to.
Okay, what we're going to do is take a short break, play some great Australian songs, come back, we'll set the stage up for you and get you playing Richard Marx's Hazard. I'm looking forward to that.
Amazing.
Anna Weatherup in the studio tonight for Homegrown Unplugged. Catch you soon.
It's NewFM.
Hey, this is Rocks. We've got Anna Weatherup right behind me on the stage, live in the studio. Spun the Wheel of Destiny, and she got something dark and smoky. Here it is right now from Richard Marx. This is Hazard.
Mother came to Hazard when I was just 7. Even then, the folks in town said with prejudice aside, that boy's not right. 3 years ago when I came to know Mary, first time that someone looked behind the rumors and the lies, saw the men inside. We used to walk down by the river. She loved to watch the sun go down. We used to walk along the river, dream our way out of this town. No one understood what I felt for Mary. No one cared until the night she wound up walking alone and never came home. Man with a badge came knocking next morning. Here I was surrounded by 1,000 fingers suddenly pointed right at me. I swear I left her by the river. I swear I left her safe and sound. I need to make it to the river. Leave the soul Nebraska town. Think about my love gone by, how it's done me wrong. There's no escaping me this time. All of my rescues are gone, long gone. I swear I left her by the river. I swear I left her safe and sound. I need to make make it to the river. Leave this old Nebraska town.
Incredible version of that one, Anna. Well done.
Pass me a shot of whiskey, would you?
We're going to take a short break, play a few great Australian songs, be back to learn a little bit more about our guest artist for tonight, Anna Weatherup. This is Homegrown Unplugged at the home of Newcastle's best music variety.
It's NewFM.
Moving right along, what a great night it is with a fabulous artist in the studio, Anna Weatherup. I pronounced it right that time.
You did well.
Thank you very much. A few minutes ago, she performed her Wheel of Destiny challenge. Dark and smoky. I never said dark and stormy. That made me thirsty. Dark and smoky. She chose Hazard by Richard Marx. Have a listen to this.
When I was just 7, even then the folks in town say with prejudice side, that boy's not right. 3 years ago.
Guitar and vocal, that's all it is. And I think it sounds better than Richard Marx.
Don't tell him that.
No, I think he's over here at the moment, isn't he? Getting
Going
close.
through Newcastle listening right now.
Oh, Richard, we love you. I didn't mean that.
Absolutely. No, I love Richard Marx.
Yeah. So tell me more about your original stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, I've always written songs, really. Even from the first moment I remembered I wanted to do music as a career, I've always written little songs.
Yeah.
And I started my recording career when I was probably my early 20s.
Right.
I recorded my first EP when I moved to Brisbane.
Right. Who'd you record that with up there?
Jason Millhouse. Good
Jason-
friend of mine. He does a lot
Okay.
of country, old country stuff. He's amazing.
I used to live in Brisbane.
He's got a studio in Cooperoo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, underneath his house. It's actually a really amazing. He's renovated it since, and he's got about 7 pinball machines too. Which every time I take
What
my
a
husband,
dude.
my husband's a drummer, so he comes to the
Well, that's
studio with
handy.
me. It is very handy, except when we're at Millhouse's studio and he's supposed to be working, but he's playing pinball because he loves pinball.
So from Brisbane back down here again.
Yeah, moved to Sydney. Wasn't doing much recording. I was writing still in Sydney because I did The Voice while I was living in Sydney, and then about 12 years ago moved to the Hunter Valley.
Right.
And since leaving The Voice, that's when I really started to hone in on this next album that I worked on. So I worked on that album for about 10 years.
Yeah. What did The Voice do for you? Or should
well-
I leave that question alone?
You know what? It did good things for me, but not in the way that you would probably imagine. It
Right.
really, I think standing there on that stage, even when the chairs had turned, I realised that I was not in the right place. That was not where I was supposed to be. That's not the songwriter or the artist that I am or ever wanted to be. And so I didn't last long on the show.
So it was bittersweet.
Yeah, it was a bit of a weird experience actually. Go, wow, they've accepted me, I'm in, but then realising this is not what I want for my career.
It's a horrible feeling, isn't it?
It was actually awful. I haven't said this to many people, but I had a full-blown panic attack on that stage, like
Wow.
after they turned their chairs. So after coming off the show, and I come off it quite quickly, I started writing this new record, Crossing the Sea.
Right.
And it took me 10 years of writing, and then, I wrote about 6 years and then 4 years recording it. And have just released it last year. That's why I went on tour. And the songs, kind of do talk about that experience, I suppose, of really realising I need to get back to finding out what it is that I want to say as an artist and not just trying to make it.
So in retrospect, it was a light bulb moment.
It
and
really
it was a good thing,
So it was a
basically
good
pushed you in the
thing,
right
but
direction.
not in the way that they advertise that it's a good thing. It's all pretty smoke and mirrors. That's probably as much as I'm allowed to say.
Okay. What's your process for writing? Is it lyrics first, music first, idea first?
No, most of the time for me, it's sitting down with the guitar and come out with a progression, like a chord progression.
Right.
And then it feels like the story, if there's something there to be said, the story will instantly kind of latch onto those chords and then the song comes.
Spooky.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
pretty
it.
cool. I very rarely, very, very rarely ever write with lyrics first. It's always a feeling. I get a feeling and then something comes out.
Well, you got me really excited to hear an original. So
Amazing.
what one are you going to do for us?
I've chosen to do The River for you.
Sounds good. What's it about?
Yeah. So, inspired by that movie, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Love the movie, love the soundtrack.
Okay, I know it, yeah.
Love the baptism scene. I love the concept of baptism, like starting afresh, starting anew. Maybe that was my voice experience. Like, it felt like I was being resurrected as someone new. So, it's called The River, and it's about fresh beginnings, really.
Great, looking forward to hearing it. Going to take a short break, play some Australian music, and come back on the stage again with Anna Weatherup, her original song called The River. This is Homegrown on 105.3.
It's NewFM.
Newcastle's best music variety, 105.3 New FM. This is Homegrown Unplugged. Right behind me, back on the stage, our guest artist for tonight, Anna Weatherup. She's going to perform her original for us right now. This is The River. Take it away, Anna.
Ego soars high above the city. There is meaning to his heart. As I above down in the valley, people scurry with no course. So who will leave it all? Meet me at the river. 'Cause when will this madness end? Watch our troubles get carried down the river, and we'll welcome freedom in the end. Troubled times, people call for a leader. Hearts are blinded by remorse. Change is hard, darkness is a breeder. Road is narrow to the soul. So who will leave it all and meet me at the river? 'Cause when will this madness end? Watch our troubles get carried down the river, and welcome freedom in the air. Yeah. Freedom, freedom. Yeah. So who will leave it all? Meet me at the river. 'Cause when will this madness end? Oh, watch our troubles get carried down that river, and we'll come freedom in the air. Who will leave it all? Meet me at the river. 'Cause when will this madness end? Oh, watch our troubles get carried down that river, and welcome freedom in that welcome, freedom in that welcome, freedom in the air.
That's the song. That's the original, The River by Anna Weatherup, live in the studio here at 105.3 New FM. Going to play some more Australian music for you. Come back and learn some more about our guest artist, Anna, straight after this.
It's NewFM.
Sunday night, done right here at NewFM 105.3. The best music variety and variety of artists, especially live ones. Anna Weatherup just performed her original song called The River. Awesome. I
Thank
really
you.
like that.
Thank you.
What a great song.
Yeah, thanks. I'm
Yeah.
pretty fond of that one too.
Yeah, here it is again.
Ego soars high above the city. There is meaning to his voice.
There's a great message behind it too, Anna.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Rox.
Well, who's your biggest inspiration for writing music?
Well, I grew up actually. My first experience of music was in church, so gospel.
Really?
Music, yeah.
I love that type of
love it.
music. I love
gospel.
the music, but I just can't go to church.
No,
the
ditto.
roof would fall in on me.
Ditto. Can I just say that? Ditto. I still love all the old school gospel, like Amazing Grace and all those beautiful old songs.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, when I got a little bit older, I started singing in pubs. So I was, church and pubs. But
Pretty much the same
influence,
thing.
yeah, totally. The pub became my church, to be honest.
Yeah.
Felt very comfortable in a front bar of the Metropole Hotel in Townsville. I listened to a lot of grunge growing up. I love grunge music, but also, of course, I listened to a lot of country. I couldn't say that there's one artist in particular that I did listen to quite a bit of Shania Twain, as well as grunge music.
Oh, I'll forgive you for that.
It's a real eclectic collection of inspiration, actually. But I love people like Sheryl Crow, and especially even her new stuff. It's incredible.
It is.
So I think people like that have definitely influenced me. Tori Amos, Sheryl Crow,
Similar type of acts.
Lana Morissette, that kind of
The
vibe.
angry chick.
Kind of.
She's really angry, isn't she?
Yeah, that album was pretty cranky.
It was. She played God in Dogma as well. I think it's going to make a resurgence.
Oh, that's right.
So petite, but angry.
Yeah, full of. I don't think I'm quite that mad at life, but I definitely liked that album growing up. But I do. I'll tell you who else I love is Natalie Merchant as well.
Okay.
Like her stuff resonates with me. Yeah, people like that.
Yeah, very eclectic taste.
Totally, as you can hear. We've gone from Shania Twain to
I
grunge
know.
to
So if I was to
Richard Marx.
if I was to get in your car right now and turn your radio on, where would it be?
On a crime podcast.
You listen to crime podcasts.
Yeah, I do.
They know what they say about that,
I
don't
got
they?
Amy V hooked on one on the way home from Melbourne. She's like, all right, what can we listen to? I went, I listened to one a few years ago called The Teacher's Pet. Have you heard it? She goes, no. And I went, I can't believe you haven't heard it. Because she expressed an interest in, crime as well. So I made her listen to that. And she got hooked on it.
I have to listen to those myself.
It's really good, yeah. Hedley Thomas from The Australian, he is the host of those.
Oh, okay.
They're actually really brilliant podcasts. He's got a few of them.
Wow. Well, we want people out there listening to your podcast and to your music.
Sorry, guys.
You've got
Yeah,
your
sorry,
stuff's
Ross.
on Spotify at the moment, is it?
It is, yeah.
How
Spotify,
do people find it?
Bandcamp, Spotify. Probably the best place to find me would be on the socials.
Yeah.
So Instagram, Facebook. I do have a website, annaweatherup.com.
All right.
But yeah, you can support me on Bandcamp if you want to grab I have vinyl, actually. I made some vinyl. I recorded a live album.
Wow.
So I did the album Crossing the Sea, and then I loved the songs because the studio album's very big sounding, and so I decided to also do some stripped back versions of those songs. So we set up a recording studio in my friend's cellar door, which was an old church. So Usher Tinkler, he's not far from here actually, not far from the studio.
Yep.
He's got an old church as his cellar door, so I asked him if we could record an album in his cellar door, and he said yes. So we made a live album and I turned it into vinyl. So if people want to support me that way, they can jump on and buy a piece of vinyl or a CD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it, everybody. Okay, and you can go find all those links at annaweatherup.com.
Yep.
No AU?
No
Just
AU. It's gone
annaweatherup.com. And it's exactly how it's spelled. W-E-A-T, as it said, W-E-A-T-H-E-R-U-B. Weather Up. Anna. A-W-N-A. Easy to remember. We're going to take a short break right now. We're going to find out where people can catch you live.
Thanks, Rox.
This is Homegrown Unplugged on 105.3.
It's NewFM.
This is NewFM's Homegrown Unplugged with Rox.
Welcome back, everybody. Time is ticking on, but it doesn't feel that late because of daylight saving. So it takes a while to adjust to it. Only been a week. Yeah, Anna Weatherup. I've just been flicking through while we listen to those other songs. Found your Spotify page there, and here it is, the song you performed a couple of minutes ago, The River. This is the studio version.
So who will leave it all to meet me at the river? 'Cause when will this madness end? Yeah. Watch our troubles get carried down the river, and welcome freedom in the end.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Rox. Thank you.
And that's dark and smoky
It
too.
is. That's what I mean. Like, that's
Yeah.
right up my alley, that genre, that vibe.
I love it.
by remorse.
And people can, of course, just search Anna Weatherup on Spotify as well. Go to all the socials and buy some vinyl, do whatever you have to do. But I think the best thing is to catch you live. So where can people do that?
I play live local a lot. So my main venues I play in the Valley are Sadler's Creek Wines.
Nice venue.
It's great. I love it there. Occasionally I do a Brokenwood gig as well.
Nice.
Up at Brokenwood Wines. 19 is another one that I play at least once a month.
I love my wines, but I don't spend enough time in the Hunter Valley.
Well, I mean, we're all the same. I mean, I live in the Hunter, and it's not that often that I go there as a punter and actually do tastings. And it's only because I play the venues quite a lot.
I do the tastings, but I swallow. That's the thing. It's supposed to spend.
It's too much of a
So I
waste.
get the wife to drive, yeah. Because you've got to pay for them now, these
Yeah,
tastings.
that's true. Most places you do.
Yeah.
Check it out on my website. It's just annaweatherup.com/tour.
Yeah,
And
that's
there
easy
you
to
go.
remember.
That's where you can find the local gigs. So come up and say good day. Come and say hi. Let me know you're there.
Any more stuff coming up with Amy V?
Not for this year. So Melbourne a couple of weeks ago was our last 2024 date. I am off to Floria Folk Festival in South Australia
Oh, nice.
next weekend. That's with another beautiful artist friend of ours, Gold Heist.
Oh, okay.
That crew is from Tamworth, so we'll be meeting up in South Australia to do some songs for the Floria Folk Festival. I love that festival. I played it last year. It's such a beautiful vibe. And that's kind of, I mean, I have a lot of gigs now in between now and the end of the year, but that's kind of it for the tour. It's been a big year.
And it's getting bigger by the sound of it. Yeah. Wish you all great Christmas end of the year. And of
thank
course,
you.
what I'd love to do, I suppose we can twist Amy's arm, is to get the both of you in here for a show next year.
100%.
Yeah.
We're there.
That's what we'll get Amy in as well, hopefully before the end of the year, if it's possible. And then we'll try to get you both together.
Love that.
That'll be great. See if we can try and pull that one off. Anna, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me, Rox. Yeah, it's been great. I've had a lot of fun, actually.
I've had a lot of fun
Yeah,
tonight as
good.
well. You travel safely home. You've been driving all night.
Yeah, thank you.
This is Homegrown Unplugged. Next week, another great artist in the chair for you. I'll tell you more about that tomorrow night on Homegrown. Until then, though, just stay yourselves and keep listening to great Australian music. This is Rock saying catch you on the flip side. Thanks a lot, Anna.
Thanks, Rox.